stuck in the demand warrant system, which we don't have another alternative to address at this point, right? So it does sort of, the status quo, in that we don't have the staff to audit the existing system, so we've been told by the controller we cannot operate the existing system. So that's what gets us stuck here, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I actually think that the proposal put forward to do away with petty cash, I think was actually good. The Marcus Community Council functions very well just using purchase card.
Yeah.
And I think that most councils can find a way to make that work.
Yeah.
And I think that would simplify things a lot.
My name is Ricardo Benitez. I represent City Neighborhood Council, and I'm very proud to represent my community. And I just want to invite you guys to work with us. You know, we are doing a lot of upgrades in our community, and if you keep helping us, we will improve all of that. And we are making miracles with those $45,000 that you provide us. And I really am very proud with my community. And I would like you guys continue with this, not to taking the money back, just giving that thing, because we know how to use the money. That, you know, when those situations come, I remember when my dad used to give me 50 cents and he would make a lot of plans. But then he was coming back and taking it away from me. So, and that's what we feel, you know, we make a lot of plans with those $45,000, but then, you know, then they come back and take it away. So we don't want that, because with that money, we pay our secretary, we do a very good job, and he helps us. So, and we want to make plans, but we want to keep the money. Please, just, you know, keep together. And I appreciate everything. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I'm Cindy Clayhorn from San Otahanga, and I just wanted to respond to the question you had asked about what are our neighborhood councils, and something that I haven't heard yet is our advisory role to the city and city departments, and something that we in San Otahanga spend a lot of time on in our committees and in the neighborhood council. And I'll tell you about a little experience. Recently I had visited with a building inspector who was happened to come by, and he explained to me that he was part of the PACE program, and that it is a grant. And he was actually calling out a violation that had to do with a small string of Christmas lights. And in our efforts in our community all over and over again, we're calling on bigger issues than a string of Christmas lights, I gotta tell you. Yeah. We've got boarded up buildings, we've got violations that we turn in either to the council office or elsewhere, and they just don't get responded to. We have determinations that are made by city planning, and they're never enforced. So we have rules and laws that are already on the books that are not getting enforced, and over again we advise the city in our role, in our volunteer capacity, through broad input from a lot of neighbors in the community. This is what we want to see to improve our community over time, and we're not getting there. So I just wanted to really enhance and impress upon you about the role in our advisory capacity with our city departments. Earlier I said we brought out hundreds of people about the septic systems situation, and it really made an impact because they put the brakes on it and they're going to go back and review it. That is a win for neighborhood councils. But we still have a lot more to do, so keep us there. Thanks.
I think everybody in the mayor's office is clear on the core service provided by neighborhood councils is in fact your advisory role to the city. And that goes to the very core of what the charter says about neighborhood councils. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Paul Hatfield with Neighborhood Council of Valley Village. I'm also on the Bank Executive Board. I'm the treasurer also of my Neighborhood Council. Adrian, Doug, and I met with Paul Corey a few weeks ago to talk about specifics of the funding program. Now, I'm on the agenda, and I plan on talking about that, and I hope you don't want to stay for it. But I will say this right now, the neighborhood councils are being held hostage by the city due to the lack of a funding process. And I don't care ultimately who it's going to be under CDD or as a standalone or out to a nonprofit, these issues are not going to go away unless we make some radical changes. But I will say more about that in a few minutes, hopefully, Chris. Thank you. If not, I'll write a letter.
Senator Schaefer, Tarzan, it's already been touched upon, but I'm going to go back and stress it. We've been talking about funding, and it's wonderful, yes, we need funding, because there are certain things we spend money on in order to function, period. But there's been too much concentration, I think, by the city and by others at looking at us as a source of funding for various community projects and opportunities like nonprofits. That's not our job. The charter plainly says we are there to promote government, to bring it closer to the citizens, and to bring the citizens closer to government. We are there to advise on the budget. We are there to look at the delivery of services. We have the right to meet with department heads or a responsible party. The fact that we do something with some of our money, we plant trees, we help the schools, that's wonderful. But we must not, when we're looking at funding, consider that we are nonprofits. That's not our main job. So when you start looking at funding, when you start looking at done, start looking at the fact that how will that aid us in our core functions and doing those things that we need to do to notify people, to bring them forward, to do the land use and planning, to do all these things that we're supposed to do. So don't look at us as nonprofits. That's the difference.
So again, core service is advising the city on the delivery of service we get and the delivery of everything that we do. But let me just say that you're seeing nonprofits as maybe too narrowly. The nonprofits, there are advisory organizations that's in fact their function. They don't provide services, they advise. That's what a nonprofit functions. There's a lot of, let me have you look at Agenda, or look at Lane, or look at a lot of the nonprofits that are in fact advocacy organizations, right?
And that would be the model, but gotta remember, we're part of the city, and we do our part for the city.
Understood.
Good afternoon now, ladies and gentlemen of Lancc, and to the representatives of the city. First of all, this is my very first Lancc meeting. My name is Jairo Bacta. I'm the new vice president for the Silmar Neighborhood Council. I'm very happy to be here and learning about the different things. Now, this one topic has raised questions of 50 different topics. But I want to go towards what I feel is the heart and soul of this issue. It's the Department of Neighborhood Empowerment. Obviously, your comment was about status quo. Yes, everyone here can tell you something needs to change. And one thing that concerned me was when you said that right now we have a skinny down now, right? It's all narrowed down, it's skinnied up, cut it up, and it's vulnerable. You said, why does it have to be vulnerable? Why don't we strengthen done and make it artificial? We have a lot of opinions on done. I wish that we can take the opinions of all the board members, the councils, and actually use that to contribute to strengthen done. Why can't we also have inter-department communication to strengthen done? A lot of people want an independent done. They don't want the merger. A lot of board members say they're afraid of the merger. If we can actually take that and strengthen it by creating an alliance system of the different departments and more communication, and this actually goes on another issue. Many departments don't communicate well with each other, and it increases a lot of havoc in the city. And one of the things that different stakeholders have told me, and different board members of other instances have told me is, why aren't they communicating? And a simple thing I was discussing with a friend before coming here was about roads. When they pave a road, they fix it up, they resurface it. When a road gets paved, I should say, I clarify, all of a sudden, DWP or someone breaks it up with the new service, and bam, I have to put wiring in it and get that nice bump. New bumps, and eventually the road wears and tears.